These 5 players just got banned in ExtremeCraft. All of these bans were issued for unfair advantages. But what exactly got them banned? At first glance, they all seem normal, like legitimate PvP players with nothing that immediately stands out. But let's carefully review short moments from these fights and find out exactly what got them banned. By the time this video is posted, these players have already been banned for unfair advantages, according to the ExtremeCraft website records. Today, we're going to review these matches together and see what exactly may have led to those bans. Welcome to Cheaters Analysis in Minecraft PvP episode 14. This match starts normally. Both players are trading hits. I focus on learning and adapting to this fight. I think the opponent is doing the same. But wait, here it goes. He toggles on the auto aim, kill aura, or whatever unfair advantage he may be using. And this behavior continues throughout the combat match. Now we see more clearly why this player received a ban for unfair advantages. The server does not issue bans without prior evidence, despite what many of these players claim. Based on this footage, we can safely say this player appears to be using auto aim, kill aura, or auto clicking. Also, it is very odd that this is a 9-year-old account on the server. This means the account has existed for 9 years. Moving on to the next one. I suspected this player for a long time, but I never report players on the website because I personally feel it is a waste of time. There is a constant plague of cheaters creating alternate accounts immediately after getting banned. The fight starts normally, almost identical to the previous match. Then suddenly it changes. This is exactly what I mean when I say many matches can become exhausting. A normal duel can suddenly become something completely different. The most common unfair advantages I personally notice are auto aim and kill aura. I even suspect many players I exposed in the past may have been using kill aura instead of only aim assist or auto aim, which make things much worse. Anyway, now we can understand why this player was banned as well. The suspicious behavior becomes much easier to spot as the fight develops. Now, before we continue with the next matches, I want to show you one of the most legitimate and high intensity PvP fights I had during this month in 2026. This is legitimate high intensity PvP. This is not a cheater. Enjoy this fight with me as I break down small sections of the duel and explain how I handled pressure at different moments throughout the fight. And also, thank you to this opponent for playing legitimately. Notice the adaptation phase, the micro adjustments, the spacing, the timing, and the power output of both players. It all feels legit. This match opening feels exactly like the other matches we are reviewing, except it doesn't become unbalanced halfway throughout the fight. Keep the intensity high until the end. I also get lucky connecting all the jumping criticals and combos, allowing me to finish the match early. Now back to the remaining cases. Again, we see this match start looking somewhat legitimate. Nothing too strange at first, except for a couple of unusually strong hits. Then the full toggle begins. It feels like the opponent struggles to keep up with the rhythm and pressure of the duel, and instead attempts to compensate. Wait for it. The fight continues like this until the end and becomes a very boring match. First because unfair advantages remove excitement, then because this player also appears to be dealing with ping or performance issues. We can see familiar patterns repeating again. Moving on to the next fight, again, we begin with what looks like a fairly normal opening. Trading hits, movement, pressure, nothing immediately obvious. Then, little by little, suspicious moments begin to appear. The pattern starts repeating. Small moments become larger moments. The consistency begins looking unnatural. As the fight progresses, the behavior becomes harder to ignore. Same pattern here. This duel starts normal. The opponent looks weak, lost, and struggles to keep up with the pressure and pace. Here we see the first toggle. It is subtle, but experienced eyes may recognize behavior that appears unusual. These moments create very consistent and extremely powerful hit patterns. The player continues toggling on and off, possibly trying to appear legitimate, possibly attempting to blend normal gameplay with unfair advantages. But as frustration rises, the suspicious moments become more aggressive and easier to notice. The pattern continues, and once again, we see similarities to the previous matches. We made it to the end of this video. 5 different players, 5 different fights, but very similar patterns, very similar moments, very similar suspicious behavior appearing under pressure. And this is exactly why comparison matters. If you made it to the end of this video, subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I create these videos to raise awareness within the Minecraft PvP community so players can better understand gameplay patterns and make informed decisions for themselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.